Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have Dejounte Murray news to discuss with the people right now. I think it's very paramount that we discuss this because Dejounte, his name is very hot on the presser. I could see a move happening literally anytime from tonight, tomorrow, all the way up into the deadline. It's a report that just came out that the Hawks are seeking two first round draft picks in any Dejounte Murray trade. And I just want to pose the question, will the New York Knicks stand up and acquire this man's services? You have to understand, that the New York Knicks have what it takes to pull off such move like this. When you discussing all of these picks that the Knicks have acquired throughout the years, I don't think this is going to be much of a, big time, buy if the Knicks truly want this man. Now, the Knicks are coming off of a loss today, minus Jalen Brunson. The Orlando Magic came into New York City and defeated them 98-94. It definitely was not what I thought that the New York Knicks needed or wanted. Paolo tonight put up 20. OG has 17. He's still hot off that trade. I bring up the Knicks because the Knicks actually have the picks to throw out. You're hearing his name in numerous different avenues, but I want to read the reports that the Atlanta Hawks have a coveted trade piece in talented guard Dejounte Murray, but their asking price has hindered other teams from pursuing him. This is being reported that the Hawks are asking for two firsts in a return for Murray, who would prefer to join a team with a chance to make immediate playoff run. So far, none of them have met their demands, and I think that the Knicks could actually do it. It's up to the New York Knicks if they even want to do it. At the end of the day, it was a report that the Lakers are in the hunt for Dejounte Murray. We don't know. It's me personally. I don't believe the Lakers have the necessary assets. But when you discussing possible, the biggest names right now was you talking Dejounte and Pascal Siakam. But we'll get into Siakam shortly. Like I said, the Hawks tonight they played pretty well. We all know who's the staple over there, and that's Trey Young. That's his squad, and I think that they're going to give it another shot before they're going to exhaust all options before they move on from Trey Young. Dejounte will be out the door before they move on from him. Trey Young tonight was his usual self, 36 and 13. I mean, that's superstar numbers going up against the Spurs. I don't know how you want to scratch or claw that. But Murray tonight, 33 minutes, he had 13 points and 13 rebounds. I could only imagine, he's a professional athlete, but I can only imagine the stuff going on in his mental with all of these trade rumors and all of these things floating all over the place. How locked in is he in Atlanta? Because it seems like they don't want him in Atlanta, but I know that they would embrace him in New York. He would be an immediate upgrade. And like you said, he wants to join a team who can make an immediate playoff run. Who's more poised right now than the New York Knicks to make an immediate playoff run? I think if they was to acquire Dejounte, yes, if from a Knicks standpoint, you're giving up picks. And that seems to be something that the New York Knicks have pretty much tried every option. Opinion. I don't think this is a situation that you let drag out. If you can acquire Dejounte, you put yourself in an immediate chance to make that run and possibly get to the conference finals. And when you get to the conference finals, all bets are off. You got to have scoring punch. You have to have a scoring punch, multiple. We all know what you see from my man Julius Randle. We don't know what version of Randle we're gonna see in the postseason. That's why you got to buffer that. You've acquired Brunson. Brunson is completely taken off the heat off of a Julius Randle. That's why you can see them advance to the second round. But what's after that? That's why you got OG. And if you bring in Murray, not only are you bringing in defense, I think you put Murray, the Knicks could possibly be, I would say, a top five, 3 to 5 defense if they acquire Murray right now, if they pull the trigger. But from a Knicks standpoint, is this a championship move? And I think that's what the Knicks are trying to do if they are going, because you're gonna have to obviously bring in this money. Um, but if you are giving up picks and if you're the Knicks, you want to be bringing in the championship. And I don't know if this is a champion. I don't know if you bring in Dejounte and the Knicks are an immediate championship threat. I don't think so. I think that they are a conference finals threat. And you still got to deal with those teams out there, man. There's juggernauts out there. When you discussing Boston, when you discussing Philly, if Joel Embiid is healthy, but you make yourself closer, to them. And it is what it is. I was just surveying the landscape with the Los Angeles Lakers. It says that the Lakers have shown no interest in trading Austin Reeves to the Hawks. And I believe that's going to be on the table. It says the Lakers are reportedly in the market for acquiring another guard with speed and quickness, and there are a couple of options that fit the bill, and Murray is like right on the board. Um, but the problem is the asking price. It says Murray is logical target for LA because he can create his own shot, play solid defense. While a trade offer hasn't been reported, the Lakers will reportedly begin more serious discourse with the Hawks in the coming days, or the hours. So I'm just letting you know that the Lakers are in the mix for Dejounte Murray. So I think that whoever's gonna, and I don't know how they're gonna do it, but the Lakers, they're gonna try to do something because LeBron is upset with the makeup of this roster, and Murray is a guy that immediately could change some things. So we're gonna be monitoring this situation close. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more news, updates, and more involving Dejounte. I'm here to report to you that the Hawks are asking for 2 first-round picks. What they got in the return for Dejounte, I believe they got 3. They gave up 3, if I'm not mistaken, to get him from San Antonio. So getting back 2, you got to salvage it. So I understand where they coming from. And it just, like I said, the Hawks, it just ain't work out. They brought in Murray to bring in another all-star next to Trey. But like I said, I don't know if this is the right all-star next